want to get away, how about planning a cruise to take a vacation? So today what my speech is going to be on is planning a cruise for your family vacation. Some of the first things that you need to do when you're planning a cruise to think about is what your budget is, how many people are coming on your vacation with you, the length and the time, and where you want to go. Now, when you're planning a cruise, one of the things with a budget, a good thing about the budget is cruises can be very economical. It's a very economical vacation. From EHOW, based on EHOW, they say traveling by cruise is considered to be one of the most entertaining and best ways to spend and enjoy vacations. So some of the things that you need to do when you're thinking about planning a cruise is what you're going to need in order to go on a cruise. Based on the destination, you might either need to use a passport or obtain a passport for your family, or you can also use birth certificates, because those usually identification pieces that are, either one of those are things that you definitely will need in order to take your cruise. Now, when booking your vacation, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can either book online or you can go through a travel agency. Personally, we went through a travel agency because it was a big group of us, so it was easier. Plus, it gave us you can get a discount. Most of the time, travel agencies can get you a big discount based on the number of people in your group. Booking online is a bit easy too, because you can go in, enter all the information. You can choose your staterooms. They give you all of those options as well. Some of the cruise lines offered that you can book online would be Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and the Disney Cruise Line. The next thing you would need to do, or would be most important, is picking a destination. Now, for one of my sites on how to do things, they were stating that some of the best places to go for a cruise, some of the top 10 places to book the cruise are the Caribbean, the Bahamas, Mexico, Europe, and Alaska. So you want to take all that in and picking your destination, looking at the weather, depending on the time of the year. You want to take the cruise because, you know, you have to take into consideration there's hurricanes and things like that and the weather. So you want to kind of look into that before deciding on where you want to go. You don't want to book your cruise in the middle of hurricane season and then get out there and won't be able to visit a port or stop at one of the ports. So after you've decided on your destination and picked that, you can go to you can go online. Once you go online and you pick your destinations, and they'll give you all the different all the different cruise lines, give you the different destinations, what to do once you get there. You can book on your offshore excursions once you get off the ship and things like that. So based on the Carnival website, the top 10 Caribbean ports are Aruba, Barbados, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Dominica, Grand Turks, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, and St. Martin. So any of those would be some great places to visit. We went to Cozumel, which was a lot of fun. The only thing we did, we were able to shop. We didn't get to do a lot of the offshore of the excursions, but we did have a lot of fun shopping. So they also have good bars and stuff too there, so you want to visit some of those. So once you book your cruise on the ship, there's a lot of things that you can do. Cruises are really for, I think that cruises are more for adults. They're more adult geared. You have a lot of things that you can do. There's gambling, you have karaoke, you have the nightlife, you got shows, just a variety of things. They have spas and fitness facilities on the cruise line. There's shopping. There's a lot of good things that you can do on a cruise. I know that we spend most of our time in the karaoke bars. Some of us got a little carried away, but it was a lot of fun. I think gambling is one of the other things that a lot of people enjoy to do on there too, and just to relax. I think that's the main thing about cruises, just to be able to get away and relax and enjoy time with your family and your friends. So when looking into, again, just to recap, when you're planning a cruise, some of the main things you want to look at is your budget and understand, you know, how much you're willing to spend. That while cruises can be relatively inexpensive because they're all inclusive, they could get real expensive too. And then just how long you want to go, how long your vacation. They offer as short as 3-day cruises, as long as 14-day cruises. So it's just whatever you decide you want to do. And again, like I said, there are so many places to go. You can go anywhere you want to. So that's it, and that's mainly what I have as far as booking a cruise.
Okay, I have a question. I know we're talking about all the ports and everything, but my concern, like I've been looking on the news now, I really want to book a cruise, I want to go on a cruise, and I noticed that, Cozumel is one of the places I want to go, but I heard the crime is kind of getting bad in these ports that seemingly are good or okay. So do you suggest anything about protecting yourself and keeping yourself safe at these different places?
I would just say, before you go, talk with a travel agency and get your travel agent that can tell you what's really going on, and again, watch the news and just see some of the ports, because as far as safety, it's really up to you. Once you get to the port, I would advise just sticking to either close or going to some places that are reputable, or doing your offshore excursions. I wouldn't venture too far out, because then you may possibly get yourself into some trouble.
And I guess it's best not to go anywhere alone too.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And when you're taking a cruise, you'll be with several people, so that's a good thing. You'll be in groups.
Okay,
I have a question. In the event that I'm unable, I've had my deposit and some toward my cruise. Is there any type of insurance plans available?
Most of the times there are insurance plans that you can purchase with your cruises that will just in case something comes up like that, you'll be able to get your money back. And they do advise you to do that, because again, you don't know, especially if you're booking more than a year out for a cruise, then you want to be able to say, if something comes up, then you'll be able to get your money back, and you should be able to get all of your money back as long as you purchase the insurance when you're booking your cruise.
I have a question about payment plans. Do y'all have several different options for payment, like pay out everything at one time, or pay out, like I know some people when they're in groups, they have like 6 months to pay
Right.
on their, what
Right.
options do you all have?
Now I know you have to put an initial deposit down, and again, it depends on the size of your group that you can put it, that your deposit may be smaller depending on the number of people that you have. Most of the cruises, even like online, you have the option of either putting a down payment, which is usually anywhere from $100 to $200 per person, and then you can pay it in installments. Okay.
Are there any cruise lines that you would suggest for, because I have a friend that has 4 kids and they want to take a cruise?
That would be Carnival. Carnival is the best for kids, and there's also the Disney cruise.
A Disney cruise.
Okay. Thank you.